I'm making this video to help Christian believers deal with certain situations that they will find in the church. Sometimes we don't always agree with the things that go on in the church, and that's not to say that we have issues that are not biblical or issues that are maybe of a carnal nature. But regardless, there are issues, and most of the time when confronting issues, myself dealing with people that are still young in the Lord and are still growing spiritually and with biblical knowledge. But that's all right. That's a part of the perseverance and the mercy and the grace that God has imparted on us, and then we show that to other Christians that are young and still learning. Um, and sometimes there are contradictions in Scripture in comparison to our actions, but then again, we're also are given that allowance in Scripture as we're given to grow and to have that patience and to have that grace upon one another. And when the correction is made, and then we move on. It's not good to hold on to things. But when dealing with church leaders or being confronted with an issue and we want to confront our church leaders, I found this on the internet. It's by Kevin DeYoung. I think it's very interesting that I read it and see what this video will do for you. The number one thing is when confronting church leaders with an issue that you have. First of all, he has number one. It says, search your own heart. Number two, talk to another trusted, mature brother or sister in your congregation to see if you're on track. Don't talk to 10 people. Talk to one. Don't bash your pastor or the church. Number three, if it seems your concerns are justified, go with another brother or sister and ask the pastor if you could talk to a few of the leaders about some questions you have. Number four, in this meeting, be calm and humble. Don't go on the warpath. Come ready to share specific examples. Number five, at this point, several things may happen. You've misunderstood things. Two, the leaders may welcome your feedback and have their eyes opened. Three, the leaders may tell you, we think you're wrong. Clarity is better than obfuscation, and I believe that's mental confusion. Number six, you could stay in the church. Number seven, you could leave the church. Number eight, if you leave, you may be asked by others why you left. Give an honest answer, but refuse taking shots at the church or leadership. Explain your reasons frankly and matter-of-factly. Number nine, pray for your leaders, the church, and your own heart, and then move on. I think that's showing a lot of wisdom. All of those are very biblical in a more easier way to understand. And I think that if people have issues within the church with leadership, I think this is a very good place to start. Now, I'm sure there's some things that you could add and take away on some of these things, but I just thought this was very interesting, and I think it's timely. When things are happening within a congregation or a church, no matter what size it is, that we do this within a godly manner, and I think that's what's most important. Because when you do it outside of God, then you're doing it in the carnal, and when you do it in the carnal, people end up getting hurt. And so that's not what we want to do as a church and Christian, members of a church. We want to be able to show the love of God with the fruit of the Spirit, and be able to have our questions answered. And whatever answers we get, we can either take them and grow with them, or we're going to usually, sometimes when a person leaves a church, we'll take those same problems to another church. So really pray and think about these things, and I hope that's helped. All right, thank you. This is Frank's Bible Study.